Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3. Welcome on back and gather round everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 5 of our Louen of Old World campaign. We are back with Kevin out on the open seas, and Brian has given me some new names for me to butcher horribly, so thank you for that. We've got these fire archers here. Oh, we're going to try this once. The Les Filles de l'Enfer, and then we have the Pox archers called the Uthagale, which is just hives. So we've got the Fires of Hell and the Hives in French. That's exciting. Kevin, you are moving on over towards the Mysterious Island here. I've got Roland coming on over to drop his troops off with Kevin, and since he is a unit that's going to be making our peasants... He's going to be, I guess not making our peasants, but... he is going to be more focused on peasants. I'm going to be sending his knights over to Kevin's squad and kicking him out for the time being. That way we're not paying for an additional lord, because we are down in the negatives. But good news is we have El Gadavo and his cursed Spanish treasure to fill our coffers in the meantime. So we're going to run El Gadavo down here into the Crusade stance. It should be... This is like an easy auto-resolve. We shall fight it all the same. We've got El Gadavo here, who is some pretty nasty combat stats, and then the dirty fighting ability. Oh wait, drops people's vigor pretty quickly. Just starts kicking you in the shin and throwing dirt in your face. That's how it is. He has the Pigeon Plucker Pendant, which will be good against our flying cavalry, which is a little bit annoying. I'm sorry, is this... He's got like a Stegodon skull on? That's incredible. And then he's got... Excuse me. Game. He's got a gun! A concealed pistol that every 30 seconds he can pop, which is honestly insanely fast. And that deals 750 damage to any single unit. Actually, it looks like you can do it to anyone, which in and of itself is terrifying. He also has a militia... No, not the militia spearman, the mercenary captain, which is a hybrid support specialist with really pretty decent attack and pretty decent speed, because he's on a horse, probably. He's definitely on a horse. Has charge defense versus large, and then a lot of armor-piercing damage, and a lot of damage in general, so he's probably got a musket. Whole heap of militia spearmen, which will be easy to run over. And then Billman, Pikemen, some light cannons, and then a couple of skirmishers. Let's do this. So we are likely going to hole up between here and let the knights sweep around. Let's do this. Alright, my little... French Knights of Chivalry, we shall destroy El Gadavo. He smells of codfish and pigsties. Actually, let's go ahead and bring them on through to the back here. So we'll have our archers in the back. This is a nice corridor of doom. We can drag them down. Of course, we do probably want... Or the lady! To be hiding the majority of our troops that aren't going to be wanting to get shot by pistols. So I know in SFO, I mean, man-eaters are scary all the time. In SFO, I'm pretty positive they have firewall moving and 360. Yeah. Man-eater pistols are monsters. It's just the facts. The light cannons up on the hill, which have, I think, pretty low range compared to other cannons. No, 400 is still fine. Yeah, those are pretty punchy. Smaller mobile cannons can be instrumental in advanced tactics, for sure. So it's like the past French facing the future French with El Gadavo, even though he is, I guess, more supposed to be Spanish.
We fight for Bretonnia!
For Bretonnia! Let's have some of these archers hiding in the woods here. A couple of them out in the middle because peasants are meant to die for the knights.
Peasant bowmen!
They just don't know it. I'm gonna hide these two bowmen in this set of forest with two spearmen of their own. So we'll kind of split the gap, charge through the middle, and then have all our knights run everyone down from there. Should be lots of fun. Let's have you two set up in the center. The anti-large knights off. You know what? Let's kind of hide the anti-large knights over here. Everyone needs to be in lance formation. The cool thing about Alberic is he gets to give his knights Strider, which I don't think we can do with Louen. Which, heavy cavalry with Strider is as powerful as you'd expect. Why once you can get Strider, well I guess all of the Slaanesh Cavalry have Strider. What makes the Slaanesh Cavalry so tough to deal with? Yeah, they're paper thin, but you can charge them through the trees and not worry. Which is terrifying for everyone involved. Alright, Prophetess, you come over here. I'm gonna move everyone in the woods, and we're gonna let them advance towards Louen. We do have, hopefully, the speed to dodge any kind of cannon nonsense. We'll see just how effective the light cannons are. My very first time doing battle with the Southern Realms. Let's do this. Back in the woods, my peasants. And if they choose to ignore Louen, I'll just land him in some of the spearmen and start leaving him to wreak havoc. Bowmen spread out just a little bit. We'll move you guys. I'm thinking like this. And Louen does have the super heal, so even if I miss up his micro just a bit, he'll be fine. Militia Spearmen, do you guys have any kind of... No, they just bonus you large. Go run them over. Or the cannon's gonna respawn. I mean, it says he's gonna beat the smack out of El Cadavo. Oh, they're no longer braced. Run them over.
Quickly now.
Oh, it was a fake.
Swiftly.
Yeah, we don't want him to do this by himself. See if we can't ride you forward, using the trees as cover.
I honor my vow.
The cannon's not picking any targets is kind of interesting. I bet they will as soon as these guys are in range, though. Are they firing? It doesn't say they're under... Oh, that doesn't seem good. Well, it just kind of wigged out for a second. Maybe that was the AI just trying to make decisions. No, they're not. Oh no, here they go. They're not firing on us at all.
Take the ground immediately.
Dodge those cannons, Pegasus Knights. How much ammo do they have? Is it worth us trying to run it out? 30's quite a bit. Alright, they're content to sit back here and wait on us. Is what we'll do then. Knights up the flanks. Peasant bowmen up this side here. You guys do the same. Just stay out of range. For the most part. Looks like they are starting to shoot at Louen. His leadership dropped a little bit. Yeah, these guys are gonna hurt. The riders, they've got very high damage. 53 missile damage. But if we can land in them and get rid of them, that's going to do a lot for us. Alright, knights, move on up. Peasants are moving through the forests. Let's have the prophetess come out. We can see if we can drop a rock. Drop a rock on some. So if we land you right here in the middle of these militia spearmen or swashbucklers, either one we can try to force. Back into the trees. Use them as cover. It's like all these blobbed up units seem to be really good for hitting with lightning. Can't lie. Take down the swashbucklers. Drop some rocks behind there. Just keep on moving. I guess it's Knights advance this way just a bit. Okay, so peasants. They are all kinds of disorganized now. You fall back. Louen, are you able to pull away? Looks like no, not yet. So you just kind of keep nearby. We can keep dropping rocks on people who want to fight. If they're really interested in throwing hands, we can happily oblige. Yep, weaken everyone here. All shall know my power. Alright, wizard, let's get some micro going. We're gonna bring these men round to the middle of the field here. Then you guys out on this side with the spears, taking the 4. Alright, Louen obliterating a mercenary captain. That's not a fight.
Wise indeed.
That is the Lion of Bretonnia versus some peasants. We've got knights over here. Let's go ahead and send them round to the flanks. Pegasus Knights, we're going to have you keep circling yourselves. Alright, Mercenary Captains down. Let's go after El Cadavo. You go run over this lord here. El Cadavo's our next target. I'll wrap everyone in this general area. El Cadavo does have a gun, but Louen has a very sharp blade. Alright, Pistoliers starting to blast into our knights here. Let's try to keep them away from that. We'll circle you guys to hit them all at once. El Cadavo is getting crunched. Pegasus Knights get in here and run over these crossbows. We shall drop a big rock. Now, shall we drop a big rock? Maybe not yet. Drop the big rock here. Knights versus Ogres? That meant the Ogres are losing that battle aggressively. El Cadavo has been slain. His cursed gold doing him in finally. Men of the Southern Realms getting obliterated. Let's keep these knights moving though, so we're not having any issues with the Billmen. You come on through, and it looks like their leadership's starting to waver here. Old Bretonnia. Here, let's go ahead and tell you, no more miscast. Weaken everyone here. And drop some lightning on them, too. They think they're clever. Beautiful battle. They're all stuck here in the middle. They're either going to choose to keep going lightning or charge my knights. Both of which are about time. My knights pull back. Let them walk into the lightning. Meanwhile, these guys are over here getting it hawks and filled with arrows. We definitely need some shielded spearmen here, but they're doing fine. I do adore the helmets on the Southern Realms. Alright everyone, here's your last target. These poor fools here. They have buckled their last swash. That looks bad for now, but just wait. The wave of Bretonnia is almost here. See just a random Chileans being chucked around. And exactly as we expected, the Knights of Bretonnia suffer no trespass. Catch you in a moment. Alright, I've settled on El Cadavo being ESTALIAN, since I don't exactly know who he truly is. If you know the story and lore behind El Cadavo, please, in the comments. We'd love to read it. Golden Sword going to the Pegasus Knights. They tend to get incredible amounts of kills. Our Damsel doing a very good job, though, because she can now drop rocks on people's head. Now, we would have loved the extra gold, but we don't want to lose any chivalry, even if it's but 10. More like Cadaver. Finally, the mercenary commander has stopped being a nuisance and is headed towards a greener pastures. Whatever he... What do you mean he's back? Oh, you can defeat him several times. 5% missile resistance. So what does he come back every turn? Same as Marco Nieto. Same as Ungram and several of the others.
King Louen of Bretonnia.
It is funny that he tried to make us trespass. I mean, he did make us trespass on Sigmar Shrine. I just don't know that I care. Exemplary conduct gives us even more chivalry per turn. And then from there, it's clarion calls and respected by all.
You seek counsel?
Handmaiden of the Lady. Extra winds of magic. Oh, that's an actual shield. Aerial shield's good too. We'll get through there. Let's grab the final point to replenish troops, though, and probably start on the corruption cleansing. Just so we make sure we got it. Basic training. Roland, you're about to go away, so for now we'll just have you be a justice here. And we can swap that up later on.
Champion of the lady.
Champion of the lady. That wasn't quite as much gold as I would have liked. Hopefully Grimfang comes to attack Jacques here next turn. We can punch the cash out of him, and then send Kevin to Alangon to this mysterious island. That would be awesome. Got a couple of buildings that are steaming on along here at Hotmont. We've got... It's in the center of our territory here, so it should be pretty safe until the Norse can start showing up. So we should probably go for either a weaving house, or do we want to get even more growth? We're up to almost 400 growth, which is insane. And we'll go for just the weaving house for some income. And Chantillon. We definitely want walls here eventually. So we'll leave that as is. Garrison Lord not move. Jacques. Jacques is in charge of defending Grungzint. And I saw a couple of your all, it has been a couple episodes in now, but I've seen your comments, especially Great Big Grudges, saying that we need to cease our collecting income here in Grungzint. I was doing so because I wanted to make sure we were... Alright, return. I completely forgot pest control was coming by today. Where were we? Checking diplomacy. Sigmar Shine still would like to be friends. No, you stupid peasants, there is no friendship here between us.
Welcome, friends. Let's hope we come to an accommodation.
Indeed. Even your nobles smell of peasants. Here's what we'll do. Probably just passed the turn. We were nearing the end here, so yeah, Jacques just hoping that Grimfang comes into attack. We'll see. Saboteur Grape Shaman, let's see what you've got. We have what it takes to just auto-resolve him again. Let's go ahead and quickly pull up into our province tab. It's just Chantillon. Then we shall ignore.
Who calls?
Louen, you're going to turn back around. Yes, we're trespassing. We'll just stay in Crusade stance then. We got to move as quick as we can down to Port Saul, crush them, and then just deal with the rest of... We want to deal with the Order factions quickly, because I don't want any drawn-out wars with them. Wipe them out fast, deal with, and then get back to dealing with the chaos. Oh, good. Grimfang has done exactly as we wish, and we can just set the boys to hunting them down. How perfect. And of course, the only way is to execute them. Alright, so, if we were to drop our income from this area, we're losing 375. I think it's at this point, we kind of just have to deal with it.
Armored in faith.
So instead of really worrying, oh, that's 20% more income, isn't it? Levy Tithes is working out because we keep punching the income out of the baddies. We're also just losing, we're losing income too, though. Let's start venerating the lady. Let's fix our... We've gotten to this stage where I can fix that, no problem. I'm trying not to grab me a drink real quick.
Defender of the weak.
I will indulge you.
Alright, this site is home to an ancient shrine to a lost god. Oh, pardon me. The place is bathed in power, and as your followers approach, angry runes upon the shrine illuminate. Their glow a beacon to the wary. Choose, booms a deep, disembodied voice. We of the Alangon choose Farsight. Treasury and some favorable winds, extra winds of magic, or, extra movement range 25% for all armies. This lord is leading. A little bit misleading. Roland, you come on out here and drop your troops off with Kevin.
Protector of the realm.
There, we'll get closer towards the next
Moving out.
C item, and then bring Roland's troops.
Be upon you. Very well, I go.
Roland the Marshal. Transfer all of them over and then kick Roland out. Immediately fixes our income
Hero
woes.
of Bretonnia.
And Kevin's army is looking pretty scary now.
Honor
Pretty scary
before glory.
indeed.
Blessings of the lady be upon you. Valiant Lord. Lord.
We'll go ahead and disband him. And we'll bring him back whenever we need him, because there's no way it'll rebel before it's time to recruit him back, and we don't have to recruit him for any gold, so it makes it worth it.
I will see
Let's
it
get
done.
crusading down here towards Marco Nieto. We likely won't be able to beat him inside of Port Sol itself, but if he comes outside the walls, they are so very doomed. Bring all your guns, we shall simply nope them out of our way with the might of the lady. So the actually drops your control, really. So people having fancy clothes makes them more unruly. And there is precedent for that. Water wheel. Income from farms in the local province. We actually don't have that many farms over here in this province. Let's get the guardhouse in Chantillon. And then I'm feeling much more happy about our defenses.
Honor
Wait,
before
that's
glory.
quickly pull up into diplomacy. Is it just Sigmarsheim?
Hail to Leoncourt. How can the Empire aid you in such evil times?
We can be best of buds. Looks like you have a goblin problem. We can help with that. We just need to deal with your trespassing relatives.
Yes.
Ill countrymen are causing issues. They shall be dealt with. Oh, I figure we could at least afford a farm. No, 1,200 is paltry cash for the Bretonnians. Once we claim Port Sol, we probably need to set up and allow Louen to recruit a few more units. He is sitting at a paltry 18 out of 20. Alright, errantry of the lady is done. We've got the chapel thereof, a trickster's helm, which, pretty nice item. A dingy battered helmet looks like any other, but this is the trickster's helm. One that is quite cheeky. Extra movement range when we are in our own territory, which is nice. We also have the Royal Stables 2 done, so we get a Razor Standard, and then... Oh, extra movement in own territory again, so 50% more movement? Seems pretty dang good. 8 technologies are done, giving us Treasury, Talisman of Preservation, Fencer's Blades, and 7 more Chivalry. And now we've got Errantry of the Lady 3. Build a Sanctuary of the Errant. Don't you worry, we're on it. King Louen knows Bretonnia cannot stem the tide of filth alone. Diplomacy is required to broker alliances, lest fell darkness overrun the world entirely. Extra relations with all humans, high elves, and lizardmen, and then our characters gain some more experience every turn. Seems pretty dang good. Right, Louen, we could hit Marco in Port Sol, but how many defenders will they have? Half pikes? Crossbows. I mean, it's a lot of spearmen for us to get through.
King of Bretonnia.
Lords of Athaloran diplomacy, extra income from trade tariffs. Support religious errantry. Green Tide Decree. There's not actually any more green skins in the area, interestingly enough. Do we want to take a moment? Well, the High Seas Decree would allow us to clear Vampire Coast nonsense pretty easily. Sewer cleaning keeps our corruption down. Beastmen. Looking for ones with side benefits as well. Ruinous Powers is pretty dang nice. Extra armor piercing damage when facing them. Vampire counts, Wood Elves, and then the Desert Purge. They get bobbinses. Harbor Master bribes, town census extra, local recruitment capacity, construction time for provincial capital and settlement buildings, then extra income from timber, which is kind of cool. Charity. Let's go ahead and snag the upkeep reduction for our income units, or for our infantry units, and then, as I kind of keep an eye on the Bretonnian factions around us, we'll go ahead and swap. Although we do have, we've got max valor, don't we? Hang on then. We can fix this. Let's grab the sewer cleaning degree to fix up our control, or our corruption all the time. When I would really like to come fight this battle. I think we could win. Onward to glory.
I'll ignore that.
Oh, I see. Destroy this one first. What on earth is this? So we've got Alessio to deal with, who is a kind of Knight of Estalia. Andres, who's also a Knight of Estalia. So a whole bunch of Estalian Knights have ridden out to stop us. This will be fun. Most dangerous thing here is these Lancers. 2739. Oh, wow, that's weak. You look at Bretonnian steeds and weep, you silly peasants. Alright, let's do this. 20 Winds of Magic is perfect. We start deployment. Sneaky, Stallions here. Alright then. Let's deploy the checkerboard. Since there's not very many of them, we will make it smaller. And they can just walk to their doom. How exciting. Ox bows. And that's our checkerboard. We just need to add some extra spears on the flanks. Ready for orders. We definitely could use. I'd say the last two slots here in this army could be just be filled with paladins, and I would be a happy camper. Lance formation, boys. Really, which knights are where matters not much. Let's do this. Somehow the Pegasus Knights move like that. Somehow the Pegasus Knights ended up in their own group by themselves. We'll go ahead and take up this position here. Knights move. With haste. Yeah, just go ahead and move over here and beat down this mercenary guard. Captain. Of course, Russ obviously is going to want to fight him, but Louen definitely will. Come here, buddy. To glory! You go ahead and drop some lightning on these poor fools. You boys better run. Beware the wizard. Couple lads get stricken by lightning immediately. Alright, everyone else being a little bit cautious. Fair enough. Our knights are far superior. Louen has started to even out here in this fight. Half pikes are about to get taken out, though. They're lending their armor-piercing aid to this fight until they just get flattened all at once. Bit more mass and such. Louen taking a wee bit of damage here. Those half pikes doing some work. Drop a rock on their head. Move in and delete those lancers. You guys take those crossbows. Peasants, we need you to move up into the actual fight. Rock drop didn't really hit too many. They managed to run as fast as they could. Knights are here. Let's have the errantry boys push through. You guys keep that. Let's get away so we can charge in again. Weaken everyone in this big blob here. Feel true power. Run those militia spearmen down. Get you away from the mercenary captain.
Champion of the lady.
Louen, you go duel there. Let's go ahead and bring... Well, if you're in the back line here, just go ahead and keep frolicking. Take down that champion for me. Bring the spears in. Get all the archers much closer.
Fill them with holes!
Fill them with those!
Stick 'em good! Knights of the realm! Attack! Slay them!
And those guys just obliterate those mercenary captains, and that's just that. Peasants move again. Louen can pretty easily finish. I mean, they're doing a pretty decent job of fighting all themselves, but buff Louen up a little bit here. Everyone who is not a captain is already fleeing to the hills. It's our elite knights finishing those guys off. And then the halberdiers arrive,
Moving a base for the king!
sealing their fate. They've got cavalry bane on both mercenary guard. Alright, peasants, you guys chill out. Alright, all the captains are broken. So this golden lad here fighting with Louen. He's fancy, but he's doomed. Damsel getting one more good swing in at him, too. Alright, sweet. We've got plenty of named characters to run down here, and I'll catch you in a moment.
The lady wins it!
Alright, easy win against this, rather strange camp just filled to brim with mercenary captains. We shall execute them, of course, as they are filthy peasants. And if we have the movement, I'm going to try to attack Port Saul as well. We do not, which is fine. Marco does not have, it looks like he doesn't have the units. But on Xeno's Galloper guns, they reload very slowly. They suppress you, but they reload slow. The Paymaster chest wagon. No pay, no coin. Fair enough. They lose leadership as that thing gets weaker, so it must give a couple of pretty decent buffs then. Let's give you the Talisman of Preservation, some Finster's Blades, and the Trickster's Helm, so we make you as healthy as we can for a damsel. Aura of the Lady gives you spell resist for everyone in that area. We haven't really run into anyone rocking too many dangerous spells just yet, so magic reserves to give us a bit more wins to chuck around.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Paladin of
Jerome,
Bretonnia, I
join
shall
up.
share my greatness.
I shall share my greatness.
Sallying forth!
Oh, this is when we get attacked by Dustin. Alright, while on an island crossing an island, or an ocean crossing an island inexplicitly rises out of the sea before you. As your fleet approaches, the crew hear an eerie but ensnaring song that carries over the turbulent surf. A tune that promises much, with lyrics singing of everything from the untold riches of Greece's gold tooth to some of Nagash's secrets of undeath, which is something that our knights would balk at. The verses foretell the attainment of great power and wealth. All you must do is order your vessel closer. That's what the sirens want after. I mean, fair enough, it's what they want. We must come to the damsels. Oh, this damsel is rotten. Alright, listen up, random damsel in distress. It's not that we don't trust you, we just have to throw these rocks at you and make sure you're not a witch. If you dodge the rocks, you're probably a witch. If you don't, well then, now we know.
Human archers!
Yeoman archers! Let's put you in the woods over here. And then the Knights of the Realm, all in lance formation behind it. these trees and these trees. I mean, the four of you can pretty easily clobber her without too much trouble. Let's go pox arrows in the center, and then we'll just do a very aggressive checker-looking thing here. Alright, all of our paladins, except for you, are on normal horses. Noble and pious. We'll find out, won't we? Viola, where are you at? I'm gonna chuck some field trebuchet shots at you. It's nothing personal. Yeah, just throw it at these guys until we find her.
Kill for the lady!
Until we find her. Ah, there she is. Trebuchet, new target. You guys are gonna try to sneak in together there. Archers, go ahead and just kind of be obnoxious. As obnoxious as possible. Oh, they're Death Guard polearms. I didn't realize. That in of itself is a bit spooky. Hit him. Destroy.
Moving apace. We fight for Bretonnia.
Okay, get out of that. Smash in here. Trebuchet rocks. She's doing a very good job at dodging him, isn't she? Starts to miscast. In range of our arrows. You guys start blasting into these deck mob, and then you come over here to do the same. Men of Bretonnia. Alright. Death Guard are scary. Get away from the Death Guard. Thank you, Knights. Keep on moving. You Knights move in to do the same here. Looks like the Death Guard have caught this group. Run, run, run. Those guys got caught too. Awesome.
Like the wind.
The good news, it's just peasants.
They battle without honor.
They battle using the peasant weapons like firearms. Disgusting. Bring yourselves on back. Ooh, Paladin taking some damage. We'll have to swap the healing potion over to him next battle. You're taking that kind of damage. Let's get out of there. Death Guard or me. Use it to charge this lord. All archers, new target. Death Guard. Catapults this way. There we go. Use that charge to hit Viola and get away from the polearms. I love that they're advancing for some reason. You guys don't even have line of sight weapons. What are you doing?
Weapons drawn. Draw weapons.
Oh, okay.
To arms. Locked and ready.
They're just being goofy. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Nothing you can do about it. Attack these guys. Rocks.
For Bretonnia. Paladin of Bretonnia.
As with all of the undead, they are much tougher to eliminate than they look like they be.
What do you bid? As
Well
you
done,
say.
Knights Errant. No, you just can't give them attack orders, otherwise they run in like fools. There goes the Depth Guard on that side. All Knights turn and charge.
Weapons drawn. Human
Are there a few more Depth Guard here, even?
ready to ride. Ride hard. By the lady.
Here there are. Getting hit by some spells, too. There goes the captain.
For the king. Attack.
Last Depth Guard fall, and we need to try to fall back. That way Dawson doesn't come over and attack us with his pirate fleet. Come on, that's a victory. Oh man, all of our missiles were letting us down there that battle. And Viola dealt with. We shall execute these pirates. No pirates on my watch. We need to run from the Dark Elves as fast as we can.
Dreadlord of
Thankfully, we are out of range. Jerome's vow was completed, Raymond's vow was completed, so was Kevin's. And he's given a Royal Pegasus, as well as our island song here. So compelled by the eerie songs carried on the sea breeze, you order your crew to disembark onto the mysterious islet. Before you could start searching for treasures, however, you were set upon by some vampire pirates, who seem to have appeared out of nowhere. The songs of the cursed sirens were obviously a trap. After defeating the undead freebooters controlling them, you looted the vampires' moored galleon before claiming all salvage on the island for yourself.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
As one does. We can not quite make it back to Chantilly,
If the lady wills it,
but we will still go into March. All the same.
I go thither.
Gonna have to take a little bit of sea attrition. Nope, we managed to make it just back inside. So
My
Jerome,
reputation precedes me.
good sir, let's give you this armor of silvered steel and one of the healing potions. Please. A pit fighter for Jerome? Yeah, Louen doesn't need a pit fighter. That's not for him. Go trading here.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Blessings of the lady.
Pious. Protector of the
And
realm.
Kevin, we can give a lance extra charge bonus 25%. Gets him up to 121. Virtue of empathy. Now let's keep working down the blue line. Corruption or control. Let's go. Control. Had no issues with corruption so far. Good on Zint, Valley, Florida. I don't think we're gonna worry about too much upgrading this secondary province here. Being in the mountains. Here, let's check Couronne proper. Walls, Hautmont, Hyundai. We can go ahead and upgrade Hyundai to tier 3. Walls at Couronne up to the tall walls sounds pretty good. And then back in Marches of Couronne, let's go ahead and upgrade the landed estate in Chantilly. Excellent stuff. Louen.
You seek the lady's favor.
Let's go ahead and see if we can't try to cut him off from escape.
Very well.
But we will stay in Crusade stance. Oh, we grab the Obsidian Court. Well, don't mind if I do. Borderlow, would you like to trade? Please? No. No, they wouldn't.
I have heard tales of your kind. Please speak. I will see to it.
Elven friends. A defensive alliance with elves, too. The Continental Exarchate. Although since they only have one city, I probably won't be able to
What would you wish?
put it in an outpost. Oh, no, we can. No one's got one in Elftown yet. If we're the first, that means we get the Shadow Warriors and proper Elven units. And we can join Bordello in some of their wars with, say, Musion. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll join them in solidarity against
Welcome to
the undead.
Now is the time to unite.
I shall
Yes?
join your war against Musion, and you will give me trade and some cash money. I prayed to the lady, and she agrees. And then we use that cash to get an outpost with the High Elves in Elftown. Beautiful. While our peasants are very good archers, they do not hold a candle to the High Elves.
You are a guest in my realm. You will act like it, or I will strike you down where you stand.
Elgidate, friendly for all the cheat kicking you've been receiving here. Come, Bretonnian, would you rather not drink wine than make war? No. Not with you there, El Cadavo. I trust you zero. Alright, the Exarchate is setting up a outpost in Tancred Castle. That's perfect. King decrees the Suez should not provide refuge to abominations. When we fight the Skaven, we have more chivalry. Relations with the Skaven are now going to take a dip. We'll get less corruption in all of our provinces and more leadership. A microscopic fissure has opened between the material world and the realm of chaos. It is a fleeting event, quite beneath the notice of even the gods, but potent enough to invigorate the winds of magic power reserve. By 5. Stuff. So when we're on the border with Musion, maybe we want to fight them first and then deal with Sigmarsheim. Because running over the Imperials here is not going to be that big a deal. Like Marco, mercenary captain, and a merchant prince. What do you got going on? Protect me. That's funny. Get them. 10% bonus for every confirmed kill. Halved pay if they even touch me. All right, Marco.
By the light of the lake.
Let me show you what you truly are. Improved construction drops costs. Provinces? Oh, hang on now. That's research rate. Well, that's going to be the way then. 12 turns for research rate. Until we need more valor. Or until we need to spend some. Alright, Louen. I trust in you. Take down Port Saul. Oh, we could just beat him with an auto-resolve. I mean, that would propel us along our way. He does have Knights of Origo and Braganza's Besiegers. The Vise crossbows. Fortunately, though, for you, we have the Blessing of the Lady and a victory. We'll take it. We occupy Port Saul. And now we've got Biqui. If I'm mispronouncing that, I do apologize. The loyal mount of King Louen, a mighty hippogriff, as majestic in battle as his master.
King of Bretonnia.
Alright, claiming more Port Saul means... Oh yeah, no, we would definitely want to grab Martel. And then maybe we can move on to Sigmarsheim. That's a fair bit of territory over here. Let's get some peasants.
Ready.
Actually... Can we grab some more halberdiers? Because I'm enjoying the halberds far more than our spearmen. Leonis, what do you guys got? Some knights, but they're expensive. But you don't have any halberds. And then we don't have our outpost built with the XR8 yet. Not quite high enough level for an ROR. I mean, we can just snag a couple of men-at-arms. Or some more bows. It just seems that bows are going to be the best call until we get some paladins down this way. And we can have 2 more, which is perfect. 2 more paladins and 1 more damsel. Virtue of a stoicism or heroism. Grand damage reflection or bolstered leadership. Alright, Rorik, welcome. Paladin. Rorik, Splitter of Beasts. Storied hero, a quality feed. That one makes him stronger. This one buffs up everyone in his squad. Usually at a cost to his own. No, we'll just make him stronger. Extra experience gain. We are the elite. Extra bonus training. No, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and grab the quality feed to make him stronger. Oh, I see. They become the self-serving. They're not quite as they start losing. You're getting buffs and penalties with both selection there, which is quite cool. Steward of the Realm, Royal Insignia. Local recruitment duration, -1 for Pegasus Knights, Hippogriff Knights in this local province. We don't have any of them yet, so let's actually... It seems like these 2 are the ones that they're tailor-made for him. So we'll grab the growth. That goes up to plus 36, Royal Insignia into Bailiff. He's going to be out on Crusade a lot, but those are unique ones.
I am yours unto death.
And if I need to switch them over later, we definitely can. No problem. Sorry, Sigmar Scheim, it's nothing personal. It's just that we're better than you. You are just coming in with
King Louen
Louen. We will send the paladins down to join him and just cleave our way through these undead. Alright, the folk of the Sigmar Scheim would like a military alliance pact. I say bugger off. Alright, Kevin is now an agriculturist, gained by being present when farms were built, extra chivalry and income from farms. A prosperous nation is built on the fields of the farm, not a workshop floor. Those orcs are coming. Oh, where are they at? Blue Vipers, where you hide? Or where do you hide? Nowhere that we can see currently. We should probably just bring Kevin down to have him start waging war with the Sigmar Scheim folk. So let's let you kind of move between the cities for now. Rorik, you come down to join Louen.
Fight to the death.
We shall fight to the death. And yeah, I guess we could just move on Martel now.
Cleanse our land.
Our peasant bowmen are a little bit wounded out. There's Thograt Gut Stabber. And then we are facing a certain Nathaniel here. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Face of Death. 3 uses, summons some zombies and weakens. Weakens our whole squad. Or I guess weakens anyone in a 50-meter range. And it's pretty sizable. Let's go ahead and set up some siege towers and a ram.
Bretonnians,
And see who's in the area. Yeah, no one is going to be able to get over here in a single turn unless they've got some serious boosts. Which, I mean, if we get punished, we get punished. You're going to have a rebellion in the Leoness Hills soon. We can afford to drop income on them for now, so let's go ahead and just not deal with that rebellion. We're sorry, peasants. It's because we don't have the Barley Mott. Next, we should probably try to get Baston. Where are they at? Or Elengi. There they are. So as soon as the weaving apprenticeships are done, we want to get Elengi, or do we want to start with that now? We'd have to move through Quenelle too, which would drop more of our chivalry. Let's keep working on what we have for research rate, and then we'll grab Elengi on our team. We could bring them on side. Raids available in Val, Florida. Which we can grab the Trinket Maker. Or just grab better farms. And at Couronne, we gotta get up to tier 5 for these. Fair enough, fair enough. We should probably pop in the windmill then. Increase growth in this province and the others. And increase the income from all the farms in this province too. Of which we have a ton. Excellent stuff, that's past the turn, and this will be kind of the final turn for today's episode. See if the undead are willing to come over here after us. Let us make G proud for a united Bretonnia. He probably already said this. I jumped up to go speak with the Lady Wizard for a moment. He wants a defensive alliance, then give your king some tribute. Is he gonna immediately pull us in with Pestilence? Let's find out. He's got a lot of land, so we'll see. Alright, our construction has been improved. Process and the results look after themselves. Less construction costs for all of our buildings, and now we're on to bigger problems. Oh, it's a close victory now. We haven't fought against the undead yet, so we will face them in the next episode. But let's go ahead and just take a quick look across the rest of our realm here. We definitely need to go ahead and spend some valor. Oh, this works. And the Death's Grip, I decree. We just won't get that +4 for this first battle with them, but we'll take it. Rorik's on his way down. Couronne. There's a lot to build. We just don't have the gold for it. Melee attack faction wide. So you either get errantry or defense. So either melee defense and income from this local province, or melee attack. And the same thing. So it's basically you're choosing between melee attack and defense, either or you're getting the replenishment for knights, income, and extra experience gain too, which is nice. Do we have the Grail Chapel already here? Yes, so we're moving our way towards the Cathedral of the Lady. That's perfect. Besides, what do we need? Definitely the Royarch's Chambers. There's a bunch of good stuff here. We want the Smithy next, so let's go ahead and save for the Smithy. That way we get the Armory and get Louen his unique armor.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? So in Valley, Florida, they're actually starting to increase in control, which is awesome. Let's just march dance on down towards the bridge here.
Taking my leave.
Taking my leave. Control has just barely evened out. They kind of Tokyo drifted around that corner. Alright, sweet business. That is going to be all the time I have got for today. Next episode, we're going to start things off with a siege of Martel and the reclaiming of the Elven docks therein. Thank you all for stopping on by today's Louen Leoncoeur episode. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub thumb, and I'll see you all in the next one.